So your worth can no longer be ignored. You're being seen as exactly how important you are in this energy, how sensitive you are, even when you're surrounded by severely antagonistic energies. You're being lifted up. And I also feel like it's very easy to lift you because of how light you are, of the light. And it's not even about the money anymore because people can steal that and people can do things for free out of the kindness of their heart. But it shows when you have kindness in your heart versus someone who's just plotting evil constantly. And it feels like you were the last one standing in this energy. And now everyone who was harassing you and torturing you is being judged because that type of energy is not accepted in this new world. We just don't want to be around that type of energy that won't let anybody relax. Every time you relax, you feel like someone's trying to attack you or break down your home. The vibe is that you got money coming in and it's all types of support. The support is like an army because it's almost like people who will fight for you for free because they see everything you're going through and they see just how pleasant you are to be around. And it takes a lot of strength to be like that. People are talking about you and it feels like something is about to be restored because you're so attractive and you don't allow anything to corrupt that image. You seem like such a lover in this energy. If this is yours, definitely stick around because we're getting into it. And keep in mind that all of my messages are general. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so by sending your payment and question through PayPal. My prices are in my bio and I'll get back to you within the same day. Thank you so much for your business. I look forward to working with you. Now let's get into this message. The message is you can't be ignored anymore. There's someone who was ignoring your worth and your worth just simply cannot be ignored any further. Someone is saying, I won't be the same without you. You're just entering rooms now and there's a big restoration that's happening. Something is changing and being restored. It feels like you had to go through a lot to get here, but now that it's happening, it's definitely never going to be the same. Things are shaking up and things are moving. All of a sudden, it feels like it almost feels magical. So let's get more into this energy. Can't ignore your worth. Someone was trying to pretend like you're not as special as you are. And now they're going to recognize, you're going to feel this recognition because this is all they can think about. It's like the Helen Keller moment when she knew what water was and she could start to sign and communicate. It's a light bulb moment where people suddenly realize. So I don't know if you got the Wheel of Fortune coming out, but that's next. The Sun card is coming out. Someone says take a break. Like you don't have to be as wealthy as you are. Someone's saying take a break making all that money. Because I don't know if you got it actually coming out. But it's like someone wants to shut down you being as wealthy as you are. You're manifesting something huge. And someone is really afraid of that. So there's something connected to your ability to attract rather than trace. Trace is coming up, but chase is the word I'm looking for. So you're a very attractive person, and the vibe is that you had a lot coming towards you that you weren't necessarily manifesting. It was basically haters trying to stop you from reaching, trying to stop this money from reaching you. But this is just naturally who you are. So you're always going to keep going back to being attractive. It's like they were trying to put you in a masculine energy where you're pushing things away and fighting and saying basically, no, don't penetrate me. It feels like. But the vibe is when you're pulling something in and you're attractive, you want everything coming towards you. And that's okay. You were designed to be this attractive as you are. And if the people around you are not comfortable with it, then they can leave. That's the vibe I'm getting. Things are not going to be the same without you. This is also coming off like you're the one that's going to leave at the end of the day because you're going somewhere better. And I don't know, I just get this sense of relief. Like, yeah, you could have went to this place and changed everything and restored everything and made everything better. But I feel like in this energy, ultimately, you're going to be the one who leaves, because why should you waste your time and money and effort trying to build up something or somebody who's just never going to change? Your name is entering rooms at this time. People are talking about you. People are thinking, where are you? I want some more of that in this energy. And it feels like the more people talk, is your energy getting stirred up, and they're helping you to manifest. You're the last one standing. Something big is happening. Something's being restored. You're about to realize the secret, exactly where you need to go and what you need to do. Everything's going to come to light, and it's not going to be any question or doubt in this energy. So you're definitely receiving clarity. Nothing is being hidden from you. You're seeing a clear path to where you need to be and where you want to go. This is all something that you desire. So nothing is coming that you aren't desiring and manifesting. This is your energy at this time. Are you resonating? Book a reading. So let's get closer. You got the strength card coming out. Yeah, it's definitely something to do with your attractability. And it's just a beautiful thing, because I feel like all of a sudden what you want is coming towards you. And for some of y'all, that is this Wheel of Fortune. And again, there are people who are trying to block this, but they're going to end up hurting themselves. And I feel like this is something you've been saying from the beginning, that you're a feminine energy. You're not someone who is afraid of what comes towards them. It feels like this is also something you're doing in your sleep. Like you're drawing energies towards you as you sleep. And I'm also getting the vibe that someone was trying to stop you from dreaming. So whoever that's resonating for, it may not be for everyone, but it feels like people wanted you to be on such high alert and in survivor mode. Like you always had to watch your back and be ultra hyper aware of your surroundings, because people were constantly overstepping boundaries. But in this energy, I feel like you're just like, yeah, bring it on, more, 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 because eventually all that negativity is going to be overlooked, and everything that you want is going to start to take over. It's like, I don't mind having a little bit of negativity, because it's almost like adding chocolate to your milk. But there's so much milk here that no one's even going to notice that chocolate. Okay, so you got the 6 of Wands coming out. You're being celebrated. And the people in this energy are very happy to have your light. What else is going on? Yeah, this is giving the vibe like there's perfectionism here, but it's not the kind of perfectionism that drives you crazy, because it's okay to have a little spot here and there. But because you're able to look at the bigger picture and see what really matters, you can move forward so much faster. You're not getting caught up in every little accident or mistake. I feel like you're building your character in such a beautiful way, and more people want to work with you because it is, because you're easy to work with. It feels like you're very easygoing. And yeah, things aren't perfect, but the fact that you're able to brush it off just makes you that much more desirable. And people actually feel more safe coming towards you. I'm getting energy, but I'm saying people, because it feels like it's a vibration that's coming towards you. Like you are the origin of this vibration. Almost like I'm getting someone who's making waves and is attracting a certain crowd that feels safe to come towards you. Like almost like you're attracting an audience, you're attracting a herd, something that you're about to be taken care of, because the energy is not predatorial. It feels like, yeah, I've conquered all of those demons and I've slayed all of those dragons. It's safe now. You know, like almost like I've gotten rid of the wolves. You can come and graze in this energy. And someone's saying it won't be the same without you. It's giving the impression that either you're leaving a situation and going where you're wanted, or those entities who were harassing you no longer feel comfortable and safe because you're not putting up guards for them. You don't have any kind of fear. Like it doesn't make them feel strong and big and bad and powerful anymore. It makes them feel like they're being surrounded by too much light and is exposing them in a way that they're not ready to be exposed. Okay. Yeah, they don't feel comfortable siphoning your energy. It's almost coming off like you're attracting lights, cameras, action, and people are watching you. Like you've got the news coming out that wants to see what it is you got going on, and they're not just looking at you, they're swiveling the camera around like, who is this nut job? Like you're bringing more attention to people who were in your energy for no reason and really didn't belong there. People who were fighting and causing chaos, and now the attention is like, well, what's the IQ of this area? Do these people even belong on the street? Is the vibe like these people are getting locked up and thrown into mental institutions because it's so clear that they're not well? So there's a restoration that's happening here, and this is why they don't want you bringing any attention to the situation, because anybody with any kind of sense at all would recognize that this is a problem. Whatever you were going through is like, no, you're not just going to sit outside on the street banging your head against the curb. Like, this man needs to be locked up and arrested and medicated is the vibe. But that's not for everybody. The energy is that you have people who are basically on such a low vibration that anybody would notice that this is no longer a human being. Like, even an animal wouldn't do the things that they were doing. And they genuinely seem like somebody that needs to be medicated and treated. In any case, people are looking at you like, how are you able to go through all of that? How are you able to survive? And I'm almost seeing people squinting at you like, I'm not moving until I figure this out. So you've got some people in your energy who are studying you. And the vibe is that they want to write a book about you, or they want to put whatever it is that they discover in the universities and teach this to generations to come, because this is like some Chernobyl kind of assignment. Like you went on a Chernobyl assignment. This is an assignment of some, okay, we're not really allowed to talk about everything that you did. And a lot of this is top secret information. So I'm not going to get into it. But whatever you were doing behind closed doors is like, hold up. This is not even, it's almost like you're an alien or an angel. It just feels like, what's going on here? Is the vibe. And people are really starting to think about themselves. They're really starting to turn inward and think about all of this attention, all of this light that's being shined on you. It seems like it goes above and beyond the news reporters and the fans. And it's like, God's eye is on you. And suddenly it just feels like the sun never sets in your world. Like it's just constantly bright. And it's almost like, what's going on? It's like the rapture, this energy. It's just that everything that you've been doing in the dark is brought to the light, to the point where there's no darkness. And people feel like they really do need to get a level in order to be saved from disappearing or no longer being qualified as a human. It almost feels like, this is an upgrade of some kind, that if you don't take this upgrade, then you're not going to survive. Like, basically what I'm getting is, this is very intense energy, but it's like, this is almost like the threshold. No one gets past this point unless they can answer these questions or show that their eyes are so that they can see clearly. And it's like the game is up. The jokes in the game is up. It's not about the money, because we can live without money. We could do everything for free. We could do everything because we love to do it. It's not about the money. It's almost like the money was exposing the people who were just about money. And now it's like, well, I don't like your attitude. I don't like your personality. I don't like the way you look. And that's coming out as being very important, that your love and your light and your sensitivities matter. They amount to something. The fact that you are struggling because you refuse to turn dark, if this is making sense, is coming off like you're very passionate, very sensitive, very intuitive. And you had demons, you had real life demons who were gnawing on your ankles, but you refused to bite back. And because you stayed strong, you started to build up an immunity. And now you're sitting soft and pretty and feminine, surrounded by evil entities. And the light just started shining. The light just exposed them. Like, why are these people here? If this is your energy, then definitely let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks to everyone who stuck around to the end. I love you guys.